Hey, good evening. How are you, everyone, whoever is tuning in or even watching the replay? How you doing this evening? My name is Kim, and this is Let's Just Talk with Kim. And I am really excited to be here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little nervous because I'm by myself again, but it's okay. I realized some time ago that I'm more than enough. So, with that same thought, if I'm more than enough, then I'm more than enough. Hey, Sharita Boo, I can always count on my niecey. I can always count on her, man. She would have been here with me tonight, but she had to work tonight, so I'm on my lonesome. I had a really good topic I wanted to talk about, but I think it would be better if I had some engagement, like another person on here, because I wanted to talk about what is it? Unmet expectations. Because I think that is I know, right? I had that thought came to me because I feel like sometimes people put so many expectations on you and you on yourself, but mostly my unmet expectation is what people think I should be or how I should act, how I should talk, where I should be, how I should interact, all those things that people put expectations on you. And then when they're unmet because they're not aligned with what you have in store for your life, people always kind of make you feel bad or whatever the case may be. Because I know sometimes it could be family or friends, they can put expectations on you to do, to be, to support them, to help them with things, but not really looking at what you might have expectation for yourself. It could be even in the evening or in the day where you might have your own plans and agendas, but yet and still their expectation of you is to be with them and to call on them or to keep in contact. Like one of the things I posted on Instagram that was from my devotions, and it just hit me powerful about people having expectations on you to even communicate with them, to stay in contact with them, to call them, all those good things. But yeah, and still the phone works two ways. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got a phone and it works both ways. So you talking about how, you feeling about me not reaching out to you, but yet and still you wanna call me. That's an unrealistic expectation. People just, I guess, how people are. But I'm going to hold some of that because I think that is a passion. And I would like to bounce that off of a guest. So hopefully, if one of my co-hosts, she was trying to come on tonight, but she had also had a work conflict, so I don't know if she's going to be able to jump on with me. And if she does, we may dibble and dab in that. But how y'all doing? I hope that anyone who's watching, you have already subscribed. You shared me with your friends. This is my 34th episode. That's right. 34, baby. 34. So I'm excited because that is a really good I like this year for me it's been refresh. I talked about that early on. Like the Lord gave me refresh for this year. And that has really been a passion for me. Um it's been a passion for me to um get to this far. Thank you, Nisi Poo, to get this far in my podcast. Like I was looking at another gentleman's podcast that I really love. It's called Dear Future Wifey. And I was looking at his numbers and it said 515, but that means it's the fifth season, 15th episode. And I was like, look at God. He's just letting me peek inside of what he about to give me because I'm about to be there too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like my glasses? They ain't got a prescription just yet, though. I got my other ones that's similar to this. I got those that out to get prescriptions, and then I got to get this one because I wanted a new prescription, so I couldn't order it with the prescription. But I really like these glasses, and they go great with my hair too, child. Look at here. But anyway, so, but yeah, so sometimes that's how it be. You gotta set out on your own track, and I did that, and God is just blessing with the engagement of. I got so much good feedback from the previous topic. So go ahead, check them out sometimes when you ain't got nothing to do. Thank you. They really they're really cute with your hair. Thank you. I know. That's what I was saying. Maybe I should have got these done first, but that's okay. But yeah, so I have really come a long way. And if you know me, well, that's not true because people get it twisted because, you know, in retrospect, I am an introvert, so I am not necessarily the girl that want to be all on Front Street, okay? I don't want to be out here, always up in the front. But God's doing a new thing in me, so here I am. Good golly, he made me a preacher, so you got to be up front when you're preaching. So he's just changed who I am, and people who knew me forever don't really remember how quiet I was. Like, of course, I'm not quiet with family or my good friends, but be getting to become good friends. Like, I wasn't always out and about, and I would check you out. I was very observant. I needed to see if you were trustworthy of my attention, to know things about me. So I would sit in the cut and just be observing until I warmed up to you or, whatever. But they even still don't notice it. Sometimes I sit back when it's someone, well, I used to sit back when it was someone new in our circle, like a new person would enter the circle, and then I'm quiet again because I don't know this person. So I went through all that, and it's just amazing to me that now God has me here talking to you people. But it's so much easier because I don't see y'all. I ain't gotta be fearful at the looks in your eyes because y'all on the other side and I'm over here, so I can't see you. I can't see you. Right. Sharita, talk about it. You sometimes people energy will throw you off. Like you'll be in a good flow, and then you'll look at somebody and be like, oh wow. Like they will knock you off your guard because their facial expressions, you be like, did I say something wrong? What's up? But anywho, so I'm really proud of being 34. Yes, we're 34. So, and I'm looking for more. I'm looking for 64, 134, 534. I'm looking forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I do. So, and this year is my discovery year. Like I'm doing new things, trying new things. I do a Q&A, I do topics. I do let's just talk about it like tonight, normally with somebody else. And I also do games. Like one time we had a game night, me and my family. So it's all different things. And I'm not really sure where I'm going to go, but we could just go and talk about it and see what comes up. And maybe might get a focus or maybe not. Maybe, I might be in the area of encouraging women or maybe not. Maybe I'll be encouraging men and women because, I want to be all things to all people so I can draw. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see what it's going to be. But so I just really enjoyed everyone who came on the show. I'm gonna have young entrepreneurs on soon. Of course, my girls will come back. They so busy. They got so much going on. They ain't got time for little old me anymore. But that's okay because that's what God's supposed to do. So God is supposed to elevate you to the next step. You ain't supposed to be in the same place that long. So a lot of things have been changing for me. I changed churches. Good Lord. After 22 years of being under the tutelage of Bishop Keith W. Reed Sr. of Sharon Baptist Church. 22 years. Me and my son, we came when he was 6 years old. 6 years old. We came to Sharon Baptist Church, and then I decided because of some things that were going on in my life, and that was another issue for, I ain't even going to talk about it, but it's kind of rhymed up into church hurt. But I ended up not being in church, and my girlfriend was like, "Come on, girl, it's not like you not to be in church." So she invited me to Sharon Baptist Church, and that's where I stayed, and I grew, child. That's where I got licensed. My girl Sharita, as always, she was always on it, always with me. She was there. My daddy was there. My mom had to work, I think. But them two were there, and when I got licensed, and a couple of my friends from the job, they came. I was so blessed that they came. And it's so funny because my name is all about how you know me. So I have a work name and I have a personal name. So my personal name is what my license is under. So my work name is Kim Jones. My personal name is Kim Fuller. And if you call me Jones, that means you know me from work. If you call me Fuller, that means you know me personally, more than likely from church. Um, so when they came and they were like, Kim Fuller, they told me, they were sitting there like, what is that, our Kim? Who's Kim Fuller? It's two Kims. And then when they see me camp come up, they was like, "It's Kim!" Oh man, I'll tell you, I got some stories about my names, man. It's just too funny. I had an issue where I signed up for this fresh fruit market at my job, and for whatever reason they had to put I couldn't put my work name in there, so I had to use my full name, because every time I tried to put Kim Jones, it wouldn't accept it. So I put Kim Fuller, and it accepted it, and everything went through. I was able to pay and all that. So my HR rep was like, we don't have a Kim Fuller. So I had to tell her, I was like, so it just all depends on how you know me. That's all. But for you people, all y'all know me is Let's Just Talk with Kim. Come on now. Okay, that's how you can find me anywhere, everywhere. Let's Just Talk with Kim on my Instagram and Facebook page, Twitter, IG. I'm still working on it. All those good things. So that's how you guys know me. So it's all about how you know me, right? So God transitioned me to a new church, because I can go on a tangent, y'all. If I'm nothing, I can talk. But he transitioned me to a new church. I'll now go to Dare to Imagine, where the pastor is Pastor Johnston. I'm blessed to be there. I actually, a childhood friend, I've met her this Sunday. She goes there. Joy. She used to live right across the street from me. She goes there, and I'm looking because we gotta have the mass in the church, and I'm looking. I'm like, my gosh, she looks like Joy, but I can't see her whole face, so I'm not sure. So I'm steady staring and staring, and so then I walked over, and I was like, I'm sorry, but you look like someone I know. Is your name Joy? And she was like, yes, Kelp. I was like, oh my gosh. It's always fun when you meet childhood friends. But we always interact. Her parents lived right across the street from my parents. We grew up together. It was just amazing to see her, because I was just thinking, and it was so funny because I was sitting in the sanctuary as everybody was leaving. Oh, it's such a good service, child. Go to D2I on YouTube and check out the service. It was so good. But everybody was leaving. I was like, dang, I don't really know anybody here. Like at Sharon, I know almost everybody. Everybody know me, I know them. And I was thinking like, dang, I don't know nobody. Then I walk out in the fellowship hall. I guess they call it the fellowship hall. But I ran into Joy. I was like, "God." So I was real happy about that. So I have been official at Dare to Imagine since September 1st. And I'm just so excited because it was so funny. Like I went there. Well, first of all, I got connected through a friend of mine who don't even go there no more. But and I'm not even gonna go into that whole story. But anyway. So I was checking them out online and I was like, wow, he is really blessing me. I'm sharing different things because I know what my sisters are going through. They shared with me. So I'm sharing with them, like, here, check this sermon out. Check this sermon out. And then I was talking to one of my deacon friends and he was like, well, Kim, have you ever been there? And I was like, oh, no, I just watched them online. After our service, I just check their service out or I can check their, whichever way it goes. So he was like, "Well, why don't you check him out?" Because he's one of the AV guys. So I was talking about how they do things, check out the website, because we always talking about, how we can be more innovative, more eye grabbing, all that good stuff. So he was like, "Yeah, check him out. Tell me what you think." Child, I go to the church. Praise and worship starts. Why did God say, I want you here? I need you here. And I was like, you sure about that, God? And he said, mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. I got things that I gotta handle first. Then at the end of the service, I kid you not, y'all, I kid you not. Why in the world did the pastor look at me and say, well, are you coming? I was like, sir, don't put my business in the streets. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, Lord, you can't be doing your girl like that. You know I don't do that kind of stuff. That's too much. And it's so you would think the pastor was really reading my mind. Now, mind you, all this interaction was all up here. So he literally started laughing. It was like, okay, okay, maybe not this Sunday, but next Sunday. I was like, are you kidding me? So then I had so I was just, I'm personable now. So, you know. So I got a welcome email and it said that it was coming from the pastor. So I replied. I was like, hey, Pastor, I really enjoyed your services. Thank you. I was like, the Lord has been leading me to your church. I said, but I got to get some things together. So then, which I didn't know at the time was his assistant, Ashley. She emailed me and she was like, oh, why don't you come to um the member orientation? So I was like, oh wow, they got a membership orientation. Now my mind is so that you can know about the church, know what's happening in the church. Child, how I get into membership classes. It was the first stage of the membership class. Who does this? This only happens to me. I'm telling you, this kind of stuff only happens to me. Nobody else. So I'm in the class and I'm like, oh, okay, learn about their vision and stuff. And I'm until the pastor gave me an email and said, Kim, it must be some mix up or something must have happened because we can't find your membership papers. I was like, oh, I'm in so much trouble. I ain't even talked to my bishop. What are y'all doing to me? So then that's when I had to talk to the bishop. And it's funny to me because I can be a procrastinator. Like I shouldn't hold that as a banner, but I do. I'm a procrastinator, and sometimes it takes me a little longer to get things going. But for whatever guy got planned store, he was like, "No, I need you to do this now. I need you to get this going." So that's what he did. He got me going, and oh, it was a difficult conversation with my bishop child. I was so scared and nervous, and he was scared, and well, he wasn't scared, but I know he was felt some kind of way because me and my bishop, we like this. Me and Bishop, we cool like that. I don't know how y'all roll, but I know my Bishop. So it could be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 membership. I need to know the man who's preaching into my life. So me and him, we like this. So I ain't like that with other people, but we ain't talking about other people. We talking about me. So I told him, and he was like, "Well, you said this is what God says, so it's not much I can say." And I hugged him and I was like, "Bishop, but don't leave me." He was like, "Girl, you leaving me?" I said, "I know, but you know what I'm talking about. Don't be leaving you, girl." So, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then I made my meeting with my new pastor because, like I said, I got to know my peoples. And we had a good old conversation, child. We was laughing, cracking up the whole nine. I had such a good conversation. I had to tell him, like, "Listen, I can talk, so you better get to going. Because otherwise, me and you going to be laughing forever. I can go in." So, but it was nice getting to know him and him sharing some things with me and being able to tell him, my background as far as the things that I do. Most of y'all know I'm in Girlfriends Pray. I helped with a church plant with my nephew. Well, my girlfriend's son, but he's like a nephew to me. So many things I've done. I did missions. Like I growing as Sharon, I was very active. I mean, I remember one time one of the pastors there, Pastor Peter, said he gonna yell for me, which everybody was like, "Girl, what you do?" So he yelling because he want to talk to me, and he like, get him, come here." I was like, "First of all, don't be calling me like that. Everybody think I'm in trouble. Don't be doing that." And he's coming, "So, girl, you crazy. Why every time I go somewhere, you there too?" You too busy. But it wasn't just me, it was Tehran. So wherever you saw, I had Tehran in ministry. So wherever you saw Tehran, you saw me. Wherever you saw me, you saw Tehran. So we did a lot of things between the two of us. So you get to see me more because it's both our ministries, not just us, not just me. So, but yeah, so yeah, I joined when he was 6 and now he's 29. Can you believe it? I got a 29-year-old child. I don't look like I got a 29-year-old. I ain't going for it. I don't, child, I look like I'm almost 29 myself. I'm just saying. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to what God's gonna do. I know He got something in store in this whole year of refresh and renewal. So yeah, He got me going. So that's that. One of the things I was going to talk about also tonight about is the single life. How many of y'all out there doing the single thing? Child, listen, these streets ain't good for no single. It ain't good for these single child. I did a little bit of everything, and then I now have decided I'm just gonna back off because these men folk, y'all crazy. Y'all don't know what I've learned a lot. They always talk about it's women that's kind of fickle. No, it's men that's fickle. And it's women that don't know what they want. No, it's sure enough men that don't know what they want. And there's only so much time that anybody got time for. And let me tell you, when I ain't got time, I ain't got time. It's called delete. I don't need to block you. All I need to do is delete you and you can never get to me again. But now I'm just chilling out. Still not trying to be single, but if God can move me from here to here, I know He got a good man for me. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you. It's running in the blood, maybe. We look good at all ages. Let me tell you. We look good at all ages. So listen, but yeah, these single streets are crazy, because this new generation of dating is odd. It's odd. It is. It's odd. And I can be with you, and then I can be over you. Don't take much. But yeah, so because my girlfriend had sent me one sent me something that she wanted me to look into on Facebook, and I was like, yeah, no, no, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Yes, Nisi Poo, it's the man. You lucky you married and you got a nice man. My nephew, he's one of the best. I love him. He is one of the best. That man is something else. But these men crazy. The men folk, I need y'all to get y'all whole life together. I need y'all to get some counseling. I need y'all to get over some stuff. I need y'all to know what you really want out of life. I'm gonna need you to know where you're trying to go. I need you to have some visions and some plans. Yeah, I need you to be looking at where is this life taking you? Like what you doing? Is it just a 9 to 5? And that's okay if it's just a 9 to 5. If God ain't inspired you to do more, that is fine. But you know what? I need you to be good at it. I need you to be in with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need you. I just need y'all to get your lives together before y'all be trying to jack up my sisters. And sisters, I'm gonna tell you, don't waste your time on foolishness. You ain't changing no man. Nope, you're not. You're not changing no man. You're not going to make him any different. You mm-mm. You not. And I need y'all to get yourselves together because I think that's why these men folk acting stupid because there's some women out here they ain't got their stuff together and they think they can do these things and they can't. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. So yeah, that. And you see, I had my Tony Baker shirt on the bakery. If you wanted to know, because some people probably like, what's the bakery? What's the bakery? If you don't know who Tony Baker is, shame on you. He's one of the funniest comedians out there, I'm trying to tell you. Him and his impressions, but it's beyond the impressions. If he come to your area, I'm telling you, you got to go to his show because he's gonna have you laughing from beginning to end. But let me tell you how I had heartbreak this week. One of my favorites. I was planning to go see again in October. My Lord, heartbreak. All I can do is pray for his family. That's all I was thinking of. It just hurt me to my heart because he brings, I didn't say his name, did I? David Arnold, David A. Arnold, put respect on his name. He it's like, wow, I can't believe he's gone. I still can't believe it. Can't believe it. He is so funny, hilarious. And I was so blessed that one time when me and my girls went to see him in New York. We got front row seats because I'm a little special. I ain't gonna go into it. One day I'll have a girl show and they'll be on and we can talk about it. But yeah, so we got to meet him and took pictures with him and his wife. Oh, child, why did he catch a picture of me, whole mouth open, cracking up, and had it on his Facebook page? I felt like a star, y'all. I felt like a star. I was a star. I was a star. I was right on his page. It don't matter if my mouth was open. Don't matter. I was in it. I was like, yes, 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 I made it. My 5 seconds of fame, and child reposted it, put it in stories, the whole nine, whole nine. But he was that funny. Woo! I'm telling you, if you haven't had an opportunity to see him, you missed a treat of your life. I'm gonna tell you. Seeing him in person is like no other, but he does have two specials on Netflix. and they are hilarious. And how he gave brought us into his family with his girls, Anna Grace, and please just hold the Arnold family up in prayer. I know that had to be a powerful, powerful loss, because it's just devastating to all who loved him. His fans, everybody. It's just really devastating and sudden. So just keep their family in prayer. His mama, Julie, his wife, his two beautiful, beautiful daughters. Whew. Now I ain't gonna cry, but I'm gonna tell you that was a heartbreak. That's one of my family members. They joke about me. My family joke about me because I talk about my favorite comedians as if they my family. So, because my son always be like, "Ma, you don't even know them," and I'll be like, "Yes, I do. I know them. I know their kids. I know their wives. I know where they live. I know them." Ain't that how you know people? Ain't that how you know people? When you know about their lives. So I know them. So yeah, that's a heartbreak. But I might just watch his next Netflix video, I mean shows again, because he was just so hilarious. They got me through 2020 and what's this and 2021. Yeah, they got me through them hard times. Yeesh, especially last year. I can always go to his page, David Arnold. I can go to Kev, Tahir, Tony, Keon, like my faves, man. They always like put a smile on my face. Anytime I was feeling down, I could go to their page and know I'm going to crack up, like laugh out loud, tears. You know what I'm saying? They are hilarious. So yeah, but you know, yeah, they family child. It's really heartbroken. So just keep them in prayer, y'all. I don't even know how they gonna make it through these days, because when someone you love is gone and you'll never hear their voice again, it's a difficult path. But we know that they're gonna make it, and but we're gonna keep them up in prayer and Lord have mercy. But yeah, so that's that. I could do some questions, my old 44,000 question book. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I got a card in here. Oh, well, it's not really a question, it's more of a statement. Well, it's a question. Define hope. Define hope. Hope is to me is just what the Bible says it is, to be for to the unseen, that you have hope and belief in those things that have not even appeared and not even come to the thought of man. Like for me, hope is beyond what I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like I see things and I want things, but I always know there's much more, there's bigger, there's greater. Like even this show, who knows where it's going to end up with not just this arena but outside of this arena. I mean, because if you think about it, I started out on a radio show. I did a couple of interviews on a radio show. I did one. They asked me to come back. I did that. I think I went there 3 times, 3 or 4 times. So, I was already on a radio show. So I can do that. I might be there again. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm doing this, and never know. You never knew where I might end up. So, and it's not in my thought pattern. It's beyond what I could even contemplate. Because I don't think I ever in my past did I ever think I would be here doing this. Mm-mm, no. Because no, I was more in the back. I was the helper. So I never thought I would be up front. So Yeah, that's what hope is to me, for the things to come that I don't can't even fathom the greatness that God will allow me to have and the things He'll allow me to do. And long as I just keep Him first in everything I do, then I know that He will honor the things that I pray for. So I hope that makes sense for you. And I hope you got some things like that in your own life, that you got some dreams and some prayers that you hope for that is beyond what you can do in your own capability. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can't be hoping for the things you can do yourself. You got to be hoping for the things that you can't do. You got to have that thought of, I want exceedingly and abundantly above everything I can think of. That's what the word says, that's what he can do. That's what he can do. He can give you beyond your wildest dreams. So hope for it. Hope for beyond your wildest dreams. This is what you want, but you want more than that. For whatever God can come up with, whatever He desires for your life. That's what you want to hope for. Let's see. What are 5 things you are grateful for? Two are my parents. I'm very grateful for my parents. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for them. So I'm extremely grateful for them, even though that daddy of mine, oh Jesus, I keep saying I should have brought him on tonight. I keep saying I'm gonna have him on here. Just keep him in prayer. Keep him in prayer. Um, that's that. What else? I'm grateful for my job. It's not somewhere I pray that I would be always. I think God will have me somewhere else. But I'm thankful for that they paid me to train me, because that's what that is. That's just my training field. They introduce me to things and educate me on things that they pay me for. They pay me to learn. What else am I grateful for? Um, I am grateful for me. Is that selfish? Is that self centered? But I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for my attitude, my personality. I'm grateful for who God has made me to be. I'm grateful for the things that He has kept me from. I'm grateful for the things He has yet to give me. I'm grateful for me, y'all. If you ain't grateful for yourself, you listen. I am so very grateful for me. Okay. God gave, listen, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I love me. I think I'm gorgeous. I think I have a heck of a personality. I think I am a comedian when I want to be. Um, I think I'm a quick learner. I think I am kind. I am beautiful. I am courageous. I think I am humble when I want to be. And I am self confident when I need to be. So I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I could be in the streets, but I'm not. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for when I can do for people, my children, all my children's. Only one by blood, only one birthed, but I have several children's. I'm grateful for every last one of them. I'm grateful for how we can come together when we need to. I'm grateful that we try to stay in communication with one another to keep up, even though I found out that pray for my nephew, my great nephew. He's having surgery tomorrow. Um, didn't know about that, but it's okay. But at least I learned before he had the surgery. He broke his little wristy. I think it was his wrist. Not really sure about it. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that it's something they can repair, because it could be something that he might have to live with for the rest of his life. But nope, it's something they can fix. Bless the name of the Lord. The healing didn't go the way they planned, and now they're going to do surgery. He's going to be zip, zip, zoop. And then before you know it, he'll be moving his wrists and hands and being back the regular old playful boy as he always is. What else am I grateful for? Oh, you know what I'm really grateful for? Even though it wasn't under the best of circumstances, I'm grateful that I really got to know my great nieces and nephew, Trey, Capriana, and Amore. We had some time that we spent with each other, and I am so very grateful, because I did not know them as much as I would have liked to know them on because of certain circumstances, but I got time to really, really get to know them. And I am so very grateful for that time, even though it was rough because I was a part-time mama. And that wasn't what I planned for 52. But blessings came out of it. And I had to oh, it's his right wrist. Oh, okay. So I was right. Goody. Um, but I really got to know them, and they really got to know me, and it just developed a better relationship with them. So I'm so very grateful. Even though the circumstances wasn't ideal, I am very, 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 very grateful to have really developed a closer relationship with them. I'm also grateful that my daddy came through cancer free. It wasn't too hard on him. It was hard, but it wasn't too bad. I could have been a lot worse. He could have needed a whole lot more treatment, but he didn't. One round and he's good and done. And I'm grateful for that. So I think I said 5 things. I probably said more than 5 things. Um, is there something I feel too old to do? No. Mm-mm. I don't know anything that I could possibly say I feel old to do. I mean, these bones ain't where it needs to be, but I don't feel old. I think I can do whatever until I can't. So no, there's nothing that I feel that I'm too old to do. I can do anything. That's what the Lord said. He said I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Come on now, talk back to me. Do you hold stronger opinions than most people? Probably so. I think so. I can be opinionated. hmm Strong-willed. Yeah, I can. It's definitely something I can say is me. What is one thing about your life now that you would not change? My outgoingness. I wouldn't change that. Um, I wouldn't change the path of my life either, to be honest. No. Even though there's been some really rough roads, a lot of heartbreak, uh, there's nothing that I would actually change. And I say that because each trial, each struggle, each heartbreak, each tear, if it draws me closer to God and desire God more. So there's not too much. I used to tell people a long time ago, I mean, I've had a lot more struggle since then, but when it came to like the passing of my first son, Terrence, when he was 5.5 months old, like I wholeheartedly feel that I would not change a thing. Um, One, because I feel blessed to have the opportunity to give birth to such a special child. I mean, if you knew Terrence, I'm telling you, he was something else. His personality, everything about him was very unique. Just how he would even react at such a young age and even before them, and especially at church, like when at the time my pastor was Pastor Mamie Fluellen, when she would get to the high points of it, he would go, God, like he's saying hallelujah. If nobody else would say anything, he would say it. So just his, I just thank God for having that opportunity um to allow me to give birth to him and allow me to have that special time with him. Um so like when I look back over my life and all that I've been through, more than anyone even really knows, because some things I just keep to myself, but um yeah, I wouldn't, it's not too much I wouldn't change too much. So um it's hard not to, yeah, it's not too much I would change. Let me see, because I up it's already 45 minutes. I wasn't going to talk for an hour, even though I can. But I'm gonna do maybe one more question. What if you had to kill your own food, would you become a vegetarian? Yes. 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 If I had to go hunt for my food the way they did back in the day, or what the way even what the people do now, I would be all berries and fruit and vegetables. If it depended on me, I would not know what meat tastes like. I do what? Because you gotta think about it. Not only do you gotta kill an animal, which is horrific in and of itself, you got to the skin. I'm just now watching Game of Thrones, and there was this one tribe. I can't even think of the name of it, but they would skin the honey. No, mm-mm, no skin. Mm-mm, no. Unless I would be able. No, no, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I forget what they're called, but those shrimp with the whole body. No, I can't even eat a fish with the head. If the eyes are looking at me, no, it's alive. I can't eat. No, what? What? I wouldn't be able to do it. How would I be able? And then, can you imagine? I'm trying to kill the thing and it's screaming and hollering. No, mm-mm, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But I'll be thin though, I guess. I wouldn't do it. So that's all for tonight. I'm very proud of myself. Yes, Sharita, clean it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And you know your auntie. No. But anyway, I'm proud of myself because I did the whole show on my own. Somebody said, I want y'all to prove them wrong. So hike up the views. Make sure you share it with people. Because somebody said that a black woman couldn't do the podcast. They wouldn't support. They wouldn't support. Scratch that off. Mm-mm. Because I'm believing and declaring. that I am going to make it as a Black woman on a podcast on her own. You hear what I'm saying? Now, of course, I'm gonna have guests. Because how many times I'm gonna do this? I ain't gonna just keep talking. No, I'm gonna have somebody, right, Sharita? Somebody gonna be up here with me. I ain't gonna be just talking to myself. I need talk back. Thank God for my niece. She been talking to me through text. So I need engagement. But it is a Black owned podcast. Black woman. Hear me roar. Okay, I'm going crazy now. All right. Bye. Let's just talk with Kim every Monday at 7 p.m. And if I'm not there, view my other shows, okay? Because last week was a holiday and I said no, I wasn't feeling good. And no, I wasn't feeling good. So view the other shows. This is 34, so you got 33 other ones to watch if I ain't on here. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. That's right. That sounds like a hater. But anyway, have a great night. I sure did. Sleep well. Bye for now.